This is Haya. I am an undergraduate computer science student, and I am also interning at a company called HTC, which is a mixture of information technology and renewable services. Today, I am here to interview Syed Naqvi, that is a CEO of the company Mediacom in Dubai. There are two parts to this interview. The first part covered physical and spiritual domains of success. This interview will be covering the emotional part of it. So, getting things started, what are the things which we should be free from? Say it, Naqvi.
Thank you here. Actually, first of all, we have to try to understand what is the freedom we are seeking from, and where is that cage that we have in our lives, basically. So I am an activist for the global warming. I'm an activist for the old dogmatic traditions that are coming into our lives from the past. Some are good, some are bad. So everybody has their own domain of imprisonment, and their desire to get freedom is individual. And very few nations have identified that what in terms of freeing their people from. So broadly, that answers my question. For example, globally, we have started to use so much of plastic and so much of a toxic material that we have enchained the world into a imprisoned planet. I call it an imprisoned planet. And this planet has to get free from the toxic waste, this thing. So there are different levels of freedoms. And the most important freedom that I feel for the planet Earth is people who take a shower for half an hour. I request them to take a shower for 10 minutes. People who use 20 plastic bags a day, they can use one plastic bag, for example, and free the environment. So I hope I have been able to. Then there is individual freedom, which is the conscience of a person. Now, everybody has got a different definition. What is conscience? If we say soul, if the soul is imprisoned, what is soul? So this discussion can go into a huge 2-3 hours worth of discussion. So I will not continue further. I will, want you to ask more questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that. One more question. What are the things that we should be opting for to free ourselves?
Yes, that's a very good question. The first thing I do understand is our states, and our emotional states define the self to a certain extent. And once we are able to understand ourselves as individuals, we are better able to manage our emotional quotient, as we call it. So the first thing for any individual, I think, is to try to see how the day or the week or the month has been defined. Now, if the days or the years are defined by good acts, by benefiting the environment, by benefiting others, and one is confident enough to be selfless, then I would say that that individual is a relatively free and more open person to deliver something to the world, rather than being a liability on the earth in terms of plastic usage and in terms of consumption and all of that. Discussion can go again, for a 3-hour interview. From here, I will request you to or the audience to infer that what is best suited, for their individual freedom and best suited for the society at large.
Oh, okay. So, is there a message that you would like to convey to our audience, right now?
Sure. Here is that if we really differentiate between the real needs and the real wants, there is a very fine line between needs. If one understands the real need, then the advertisement, the marketing, and all of the shebang that detracts us in life and makes us run behind the consumer consumerism, behind spending, behind all of that, we will be able to control that individually and collectively. And once that control is in place, I feel that the global environment will get better, the economic order will get better, the individual psychotic states, especially after COVID, this is the best chance to change the psyche into a more flexible and more humble psyche. This is the message that I
would like to agree. Okay.
I have to give. Thank you. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you,
Okay,
Haya.
thank you for the great interview, Syed Naqvi. It was a pleasure. Hope you have a great evening, and till next time.